What it is, what it do, cyber world, it is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It, ashsaidit.com, ashsaidit.com. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all your love, all your support. Makes a huge difference. And today I'm joined by #1 ranked motivational author, unlimited thinker, and lifetime entrepreneur, the wonderful Shawn Anderson. Hello, Shawn.
Aw, Ashley, you're so sweet. And I just want to start the show by saying you have awesome energy.
Oh, thank you. I try. You know, we got to be the energy that we want to seek out and to receive. We got to be that energy, you know? And
Amen.
It's all about, when I came to the point of understanding how powerful we are within ourselves before we look into other people to satisfy us or complete us, quote unquote. It's a powerful thing. It is so, so powerful. It will change your life. That's another story.
That was an awesome revelation that you had. No doubt life-changing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt. All right, Shawn. So enough about me, but we're talking about you today. All right, where are you from? Where do you represent?
Right now, I am in California.
Awesome. So, as a kid, Shawn, what was your dream job?
Well, I'll tell you, my very first job, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. And my very first job was I was a 10-year-old guy who loved baseball cards. And so I learned at a young age that the energy that you put out into the universe comes back to you. So I became a professional worm salesman at age 10. I would go out in the backyard at night after flooding my parents' backyard. I would then go through, pick up all the giant nightcrawler worms. I would run advertisements in the Reno Evening Gazette, which was a newspaper which we used to have a long time ago. And every Saturday morning and Sunday morning, the fishermen would come and buy my worms.
Wow. That was awesome. So when you're a kid, you're doing these things and you're figuring this out. So did you think you were going to do that also as an adult? You think it was just going to last forever?
No, I didn't, but I'll tell you what, seed was initially planted. I remember as a young boy, I was listening to a record, and it was a speech by a guy by the name of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And John Kennedy was giving a speech, and you could hear the background, the people being absolutely excited by what he was saying. And I didn't really know as a young kid what the words meant or what it was, but I loved the feeling that he was creating in the audience. And so I knew that someday I wanted to do something that inspired and empowered people to feel good.
Awesome. What do you feel led you to your purpose?
Well, my purpose is to empower 1 million people to lead a more positive, passionate, and purposeful existence. And I know that how I got there was realizing this one fact, that life is very short. And at the end of life, I don't want you to be wondering what you should have been doing, and I don't want me to be wondering what I could have done. I want us to smile and just go, wow, that was an amazing life. And the sooner that we realize that life is short, the sooner that we get to live the life we truly want to live.
Absolutely. That's remarkable, because I think a lot of people, they go through life, and I would say a lot of the older generations will go through life in a certain box, and that's all they can see. Whatever is in that box, that's their life, and that's what they want to lead. And before I went off to the military, and I was dealing with a whole bunch of issues with my family. My mom was in ICU. She wasn't breathing on her own, and I was about to go off to basic training within a day. And I had a family member call me up and to say, Ash, I heard that, you joined the military. And I was like, yeah, I decided to join. That's what I wanted to do. And I was like, wow, why did you do something like that? They're just going to send you overseas to get killed, but it's your decision. And that was one of the first moments that I realized certain people are toxic. And certain people, you have to you have to get them out of your life. You have to, even if it's, you can love them from a distance, but being around those poisonous mindsets, it will eventually seep its way through to you. Because this is an 80-something-year-old woman that I saw maybe once every blue moon, and she never had a job. She never had a career. And so now we're in the century where women, especially Black women, could do anything that you want to do. And rather than being uplifting and proudful and encouraging, she can't see the forest for the trees. And that's one lesson that I took from that, is like, wow, I know what not to do to the next generation coming up. I'm going to encourage them. I want them to follow their heart. Whatever it is, I don't care if it's something crazy or wacky, whatever the case it is. We're living in a time where anything is possible. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Well, you're absolutely right about people. People either feed us or they starve us. They're either feeding us positive, life-affirming motivations and inspirations and saying, you go, girl, you can do this. You can do this show. You can make it happen. Or they can say, wow, you know how tough that's going to be? And you really want to start your own podcast? You know how much money it's going to be? So if people aren't feeding us, Ash, they're not in my life.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty cut and dry for me now. It's just, if you're not bringing positive energy around me, I don't need you around me. And there were a lot of people that felt a certain type of way about that, and they're entitled to feel what they want to feel about how I'm living my life, but they don't dictate or control where I go and what I can do. I can't tell you how many people told me that doing a podcast was stupid. Oh, that's dumb. Nothing's going to come of that. You're not going to do anything with it. Just go get a regular job. All this social media stuff and this hosting stuff you're doing, it's not going to accomplish anything. You're not going to amount to anything. If I'd listened to those people, I wouldn't be heard in over 40-something odd countries around the world. I wouldn't have nearly 500,000 streams worldwide. So sometimes you have to just take that moment and believe in yourself, do the work, and execute. That's really what it comes down to. Do the work, execute. And that's what it is. All right, so we veered off some. But we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we're talking more with Shawn Anderson. I promise I won't talk nearly as much. All right, so you guys hang tight, and we will be right back.
Did you know that some foods can cause weight gain, body aches, and extreme fatigue? These are just some of the symptoms of food intolerance. Well, what is food intolerance? Food intolerance can occur when the body cannot properly digest certain foods. This can result in acid reflux, migraines, and so many other painful issues. How do you find out what foods are causing this irritation? It's easy. Pinner Test. With 500,000 satisfied clients worldwide, Pinner Test is the #1 way of identifying foods that may be causing discomfort. This simple at-home kit is easy to use with results usually within 2 weeks via email. It's that simple, all right? What are you waiting for? Go visit pinnertest.com and use my special promo code AshSaidIt for your discount today.
What it is, what it do, Cyber World. It's your girl, AshSaidIt.com. We're chilling out here. We're talking with #1 ranked motivational author, Shawn Anderson. And we're talking everything about life. We're talking about motivation. We're talking about good positive energy, good positive vibes. And Shawn, I wanted to talk about the extra mile day. How did that concept come about for you?
Well, it was 2009, and there was a lot of really bad things going on in the country. People were losing their jobs. Businesses were closing. Houses were at an all-time high as far as foreclosures. And I really felt that America needed an injection of hope. They started looking at everybody else as the root of their problem. They started asking, their spouse, what are you going to do to make our relationship better? They would ask their boss, what are you going to do to make sure that we have a job and I can keep making more money? And they looked at the government for everything else and said, what kind of program are you going to create to make sure that I get out of this mess? But they forgot the general premise, Ashley, that if you truly want to change your life, you don't point to your spouse, to your family, to your friends. You don't look at your boss and say, what are you doing? And you certainly don't point to the government. Mm-mm. But you look at the man and the woman in the mirror and you say, what are you doing to change your life? So I decided to use my very small voice and create something that I called the Extra Mile America Tour. As a non-bicyclist, 47 years old at that time, I pedaled a bicycle from one ocean to the other ocean in a Forrest Gump sort of way, symbolizing this go the extra mile spirit. Along the way, I created motivational events in 21 cities where I had the privilege of interviewing over 200 people who had been identified as going the extra mile in life, in doing something amazing for the community or in overcoming major obstacles and doing something amazing with their life. At the end of that tour, I gave away $10,000 of my own money to the stories most inspiring to me. That very first year, we also got the mayors on board and said, hey, we want you to clap for all the volunteers that are doing amazing extra mile things in your community. That very first year on the Extra Mile Day, November 1st, 2009, there were 23 cities that participated across the United States. It's kept going. It's kept growing. Last year, November 1st, 2017, 527 cities across America participated.
Wow. That is incredible. I mean, how does that make you feel when you hear that? It's grown from 20-something cities to 500 cities. Wow.
Well, it makes me believe that no matter what we can envision in life, if we stick to our vision, oftentimes the results are far bigger than what we envision. It's just up to us to be honorable to our vision, to listen to our own whispers, and to keep on marching. Because if we keep putting massive action towards our vision, if we keep going the extra mile no matter what life deals with us, something in the end can be so awesome that we would never have seen that at first.
Absolutely. Wow. Wow, you got me pumped up. I'm ready for, all right, when's the next Extra Mile Day? I know that Atlanta got to be on the list. If not, then I will help to do that.
November 1st. You know, as I was pedaling across the Nevada desert trying to think of something back in 2009 to keep the momentum and the awareness going, I go, God, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? And then I had this vision of Extra Mile Day, and the 1-1-1 just came to me, and so it's always been 11-1. And so that's why we've continued to do what we do.
Gotcha.
11-1.
Wow. Last but certainly not least, Shawn, what advice can you offer to anyone out there today that may be listening that's going through a tough time and they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, I can promise you that if you look back at your life, you have made it through every single one of your bad days. And no matter what you're going through now, I guarantee you that you will make it through this bad day. Don't let our bad days define us. Just keep pushing forward on what you truly want. And never forget that life is short. And if you feel fearful about doing anything, just remember, life is short. And don't wait to do what you wish you would be doing today. Do it now.
Do it now. I appreciate that. Wow. Shawn Anderson. Shawn, let everyone know the best way to get in contact with you, to reach you, and, of course, to get some of those books.
You can go to ShawnAnderson.com, SHAWN, ShawnAnderson.com. Thank you so much for the privilege of being on Ash Said It, Ash. You are pretty awesome.
Oh, you are awesome too, Shawn. Thank you so much. I'm glad we connected. You know, this was divine. This was meant to be. So I really appreciate
keep doing great things, keep empowering people, and someday I have a sense that maybe your audience will reach 10 million. What do you think?
Oh yeah, 10, 20 million, you know, around the world. It's continuing to grow. The takeover is real. People laughed at me. People said it was a crazy idea. It's not going to work. You're wasting your time. Okay. All right, let me just go ahead and do my work. Let me do what I need to do, and you all can have your opinions. Yeah. Don't believe me, just watch.
Inspirational human being. Thanks for being one of them.
Oh, I appreciate that. And thank you guys for tuning into the show. I love you guys so very much for everything that you do to keep us uplifted. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.